This is Get Real with Amy
and Christina.
I did the little point. Your turn.
That's cute.
So we are doing this podcast to share a bit about ourselves, but also about real estate, local community, what have you. With this podcast, we get real.
We
don't mince words.
No.
And we like people to have the information. So if you have any questions, if you have a topic you want us to cover, more than welcome to just put it in the comments.
I'm just laughing because I wonder if anyone's going to actually write. You better. Listening, whoever's
one
listening.
One of our kids might put a comment.
It has to be. I'm going to pet you, Gideon.
Yeah, so sorry in advance. We have, we're at my house today and I have 3 animals. So 2 dogs that feel that it is their mission to be included in this. And then my cat.
Well, we are inclusive.
Yes, we are inclusive.
We need to continue that.
Yeah. And then my cat, last episode felt like she needed to start scratching things to be included as well.
And you can either laugh with us or at us.
Well, this is life, really, for us. This is on brand. This type of stuff tracks for sure. So this episode, we thought we'd just do a little fun this and that situation.
Yeah, yes. Kind of real estate themed, but make it a little lighter.
Yes, and we can also share, because we do get questions about people like individually, not on our page, podcast page, but we do get questions from people that are asking about if they're thinking of doing a renovation or thinking of doing something, what buyers are looking for. So I do think it's relevant information and also fun.
Yeah. So, Amy, would you rather have a home gym or a home sauna?
I would like both.
You can't have both.
No, I can't have both.
Amy, you can't have both.
I would choose, I think, a sauna.
Yeah.
Because I feel like gym, you can go out for walks, you can do other things, and you can set up like just weights somewhere, not necessarily a gym, but just weights. But yeah, the sauna, and I'd want it done well. The sauna situation, but that's a preference of mine because I really like saunas. But I don't think every buyer would like that.
No, I would choose home gym.
Yes, so I think a sauna is very polarizing, like especially because it is built. Usually, unless you have one that's just like an infrared one.
Yeah.
But if you have a legit sauna, it's built in the house, and some buyers really like that. But I would say most buyers would prefer the home gym.
I agree.
Yeah. And the home gym too, like if you're building a sauna room, that's forever a sauna room. Pretty much, unless you major renovations to change it. Whereas a home gym, you can quickly change that back to
whatever it was. Bedroom,
like an office,
closet,
bedroom.
An closet.
Awesome.
An office closet.
Oh, and I just snorted. That happened.
All right, this one's tricky. This one's really good. Lakeview or pool view?
Lakeview, 100%.
Hundo?
100%. I love water. And I find it calms and relaxes me. Whereas pool, I do like a pool on a hot day. But Doug, my husband, he's allergic to bromine or chlorine, whatever it is. So like he's a hot mess.
Can you go in saltwater pools?
He can. They're better for him,
yeah.
But he does still react to them. But like hot tub or regular pool, he'll go in them still occasionally, but he's like full congestion.
Okay.
Yeah. So that.
Poor Dougie.
Yes. And pools. So pretty much everyone likes the Lakeview for buying.
Resale.
Like, you're paying for it, but pretty much everybody, I think most people you talk to would love that. Whereas pools are hit and miss.
Yeah, I know. When I was purchasing my second house, I guess, I know it was one, I would have been a no pool girl because the safety concerns that it comes with. But now I'm like, oh, bring me a pool.
Yeah. Well, and
when can I get the pool in my backyard?
So if you have a home, I feel that is very much geared towards families in a family neighborhood, and you have a pool that is well maintained and newer, then I think it adds value to your home. If you have a home that is not really in a neighborhood that attracts families, then it's very much hit or miss. Not people see it more as an expense to maintain and then potentially fill in if they don't want it.
Yeah.
No.
I think depending on my life circumstance and where I am, it would be lake.
Yes.
Like if I was maybe a little bit older,
yeah,
and my kids weren't so young,
the
because that's a safety concern,
yes.
right? Like I wouldn't put a fence up in front of the lake.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, you're there for the lake view.
Yeah.
So for me, I would be choosing pool in this right where
Stage
I am
of
now.
life.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But I would like a cottage on the lake so that I can visit.
Yes. And just have like the kids on those like tether things that they could just run in, life jacket, run out.
Yeah.
But you do have to be, that brings up a good point too. When I have looked with clients at properties that have like a river or a lake, that has been a factor that we have discussed, that you have to be on high alert all the time. So like when our kids were younger, Duncan walked out the front door one time.
Yep.
We didn't think he would be able to dexterity maneuver the handle. He did, and he was outside, and we didn't like snap into that until a little bit, like a few minutes later, and the little kid's outside, like, and we're on a dead end street
and
too.
I laugh, but it's funny, not funny.
No, yeah, like, and I mean, if that happened at your house, in your front,
busy, it's
busier,
sure.
right? So it is a consideration for a lot of people with a lake or a river. You're right. You can't like fence it off really, or it's not really feasible to do that.
No.
So yeah, I think depending on the stage of your life.
Yeah, but right now it would be pool and you'd be lake.
Lake for sure. Yeah.
Get it. I'll go visit you at the lake, and then you can come use my pool.
Sounds great.
Perfect. All right. Carpet in the bedroom or hardwood in the bedroom?
So this is a good one, because we used to have like I grew up with carpet in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And the two houses that I've owned in the last like 15 years have had hardwood in the bedroom.
Okay.
And without a carpet, without an area rug either.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love the fact that like I can really clean.
Yeah.
So if you have anybody that has some sensitivities to like dust or what have you, I think for sure having hardwood or another type of flooring can be really helpful to get all the dust bunnies and really make sure the floors are clean. Also, if you have animals, we find it very helpful to be able to mop up after them or their paw prints everywhere. But there is something nice about like as a kid,
warmth of the carpet.
Yes, I don't like my kids don't really hang out on their floors. Whereas when I was growing up, I would hang out on my carpet all the time. Like have a little area set up and
little beanbag.
Yes, yes, yeah. So that I would say it's not as comfortable. I mean, you can get away with area rugs for sure if you have hardwood or what have you. I would say buyers on this. If the carpet is new and neutral, it is value add. Yeah. If it is not, it detracts. Whereas having a hardwood floor or laminate or vinyl or whatever, unless it's in bad condition, they don't, like I find buyers don't really notice it. It's not a big consideration for them. And if they want carpet, they'll just think, oh, I'll put carpet on top of it. Right. And it's not something that factors into, well, we can't look at this house because there's
carpet or hardwood.
Yeah.
So my house, we have carpet upstairs, but like I get it cleaned multiple times a year by Heaven's Best.
Yes. Yeah.
And they do a great job.
Local plug.
Yeah. And I like the warmth of the carpet, but we have animals, so that brings a little bit of trouble. And we also have a 1-year-old. Our littlest Leo's just 1, so when he was like learning to crawl, I was like because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. Yeah. So if I were going into a new house purchasing and I saw carpet, it would be ripped up right away. Yes. And I'd be putting either new carpet or hardwood. Yeah. Regardless of the condition of it, just because I would be like, someone's lived in it. And I don't know, because of the porousness of carpet. Yeah. I don't know.
It definitely is. And new carpet has a smell too. So you have to be careful that when you have it installed, if you're having it installed, but like planning to list your home, make sure that there's some enough time to get them smell out. Really with any new flooring, unless you have hardwood or whatever, that's kind of the case. Yeah. because vinyl has a smell too. But I would say my suggestion would be if you're listing your home and you need to you're going to replace the flooring, depending on the price level. Obviously, if it's a high-end home, you need to talk to a designer and get get the best choice there, because people expect to be paying for a high-end product then. But I would say probably the luxury vinyl. A lot of people I'm seeing, buyers are really, they like that for the ease.
It's very durable.
Very durable. So I would say, unless you really like carpet, I would hesitate on putting it in the bedrooms if you're planning on selling the home.
I agree.
I would probably say go with the vinyl or laminate or something, and then put just some area rugs down for your uses before you sell it.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, light cabinets or dark cabinets? Now I know you just painted your cabinet, so this might be a touchy subject.
It is a touchy subject, and it's funny that we're here. So these cabinets were like an espresso mocha.
Yeah.
And I made
Dark.
11 years ago or 12 years ago now, when we got this house. And it showed every single mark.
I was just about to say that. That is my own. So our first house, we had espresso.
That was in.
And it shows everything. And you would think like the lighter, it would show everything. No.
It doesn't.
The dark shows everything.
So we've had this, we painted it ourselves. I would never recommend that ever. Doug and I did it together, and it was, the kids were at camp for a week.
You're still married though.
We're still married. But our neighbors saw some interactions probably out on the front lawn trying to work sprayers. Like, it just didn't. So, that's besides the point. But however, I do like the light. It's lightened up because we have an open concept area. For our main living space, and it has brightened everything up. Our island here, like you may be able to see it, but I painted it the same color. I'm not sure if I would have done that again. I might have put that as a bit of a different color, but there's no way I'm painting anything cabinets ever again. It's done. But I agree with you that they are easier to maintain than the dark ones. I thought the dark ones wouldn't show
I know
prints as much, but they did.
And it's I have 3 young kids, 3 young boys. So
you definitely, yes.
Hands everywhere.
Yeah. I would say for resale, so what we're finding now, or at least I and my clients, so the gray cabinets that were super popular 2 years ago, not as many people are wanting that now. I find if you have an older, like 90s or earlier, those real wood cabinets, I would not paint them. I would not, I would restain maybe to take out some of that yellow.
The yellow, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I would not. So I am finding a lot of buyers now are appreciating the real wood because they've lived with.
They know the value.
IKEA cabinets or what have you, and things kind of getting scratched and marked. So a lot of buyers I am finding right now, and designers too, are talking about if you have the wood cabinets, keep them. And if you notice, like I'm noticing this now too as a homeowner, this trends change so much. So unless you're doing a renovation for your own purposes of the kitchen,
and you're going to be living in it for years to come,
I would probably leave it and price accordingly. Because painted cabinets, like we made sure we did the multi-step process with the alkali, like the oil paint, so that like you can scratch our cabinets and it doesn't come off. And we did the sanding, the multi-step. It was horrible.
Do you have PTSD?
Yeah, I do. But it doesn't scratch. Whereas I've seen multiple people try and paint over like heavy lacquered wood cabinets or other cabinet IKEA,
just, like, peels.
And people see it. So my buyers are opening cabinets and looking inside, and seeing like if they can notice if it was painted or not. If it's painted, they deduct money. Like they're deducting money because they're thinking, okay, this kitchen, I'm going to have to replace it in a few years, right? So I would say most buyers are more attracted to lighter kitchens than dark.
I agree. And like, not to say that dark isn't beautiful because like I've seen
It
some
can be very
stunning,
beautiful. Yes.
stunning kitchens that have dark cabinets, but it's just not durable for my life.
No, and I think they need to be balanced. The dark cabinets need to be.
Yeah,
Like,
I think you have to be in a very big open space to have a dark
my
cabinet.
space is not huge, and I had dark. I have still dark floors, dark hardwood floors, and I chose dark cabinets.
Right.
It was a miss that I lived with for 11 years. It was a miss.
But look how beautiful it is now.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it was a labor of love, and we're happier with it now. But yeah, I would start out light, but I don't know if I'd go bright white.
Like starchy?
Yes. I think I
Little
would
character?
say some neutral, like a neutral tone, whatever. Sage green apparently is the hit color for this
I love
season.
me a good sage green. Maybe not in my cabinets because that's just there to stay.
Yes.
But like little hints of sage green throughout the house.
It's quite
beautiful.
popular now.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Ooh, would you rather a shower or a tub? Tub.
I'm a warm bath. I love tubs. I used to have in our Century home that we had before this house. We had a clawfoot tub.
Oh, beautiful.
It was glorious, just like it hugged your body.
Yeah.
It was lovely. So I'm a tub person, but my husband, funnily enough, like we would have to have a shower because he's a shower
You'd
person.
fight.
Yeah.
I'm a shower person. My
Yeah.
husband's a shower person. I don't think my husband has ever taken maybe one bath in our house, and we've been there for 9 years.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I've taken a couple, but like,
It just maybe when you're not feeling well or
yeah,
aches and
I
pains
could
or
be
something.
fine without a bathtub, except for
Interesting.
having the young kids. You need
Yes.
a bathtub a little bit.
And I would say showers, more people prefer showers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're renovating your bathroom and you don't have a lot of space for like a having a bathtub and a shower,
Yeah.
I would say pick shower, a nice shower over
Yeah.
having both. It is nice to have one bathtub in the house, even
I
if it's a
agree.
multi-purpose.
Yep.
Like it has the shower and the tub combined. But if you only have one bathroom and it's a very limited space, I would say pick shower. From what I see from buyers,
Do a really nice,
a
like,
nice shower. Yeah,
And so at my house, we have one tub. It's in the kids' bathroom.
yeah.
But like our shower is a massive curbless shower, and I just love it. And
Yes.
I was always like, oh, how's the water going to stay in? There's no glass doors because
Yeah.
it's just anyone that lives in the Thomasfield
Yes, they've tiled it
subdivision,
in
it's just
a way.
tiled
Yes.
in and curbless. And it's really neat and clean, and
Yes.
I really like it.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah.
Next one. Let's see. I have them written down because, well, I don't have a memory anymore.
No, after kids, it's gone.
Let's do country living or city living. I feel like you're going to say country. And I'm going to say country.
Yeah, country.
Because we live in Grand Valley.
Yes. So Grand Valley, we are surrounded a lot by farms and rural properties. But yeah, I used to live in Oakville. And I mean, it's not downtown Toronto, but I still prefer, like I used to be out to Milton to go ride horses and be out at the barn.
Yeah.
I preferred country living even then.
Yeah. I grew up in Brampton. So, I mean, Brampton's completely different than it was 10 years ago even.
Yeah.
But it wasn't super city-ish when I lived there.
Yeah.
But it's when I go and visit my in-laws there, it's busy. It's busy. We still have a bunch of friends there and they love it and they're just used to it. But removing myself from that type of area and coming to Grand Valley, it's a big difference.
I feel like I relate it to like island time. You know, when you go to like a tropical island and they're like things take longer and then you start to okay, all right, this is going to take a bit longer. I'll have a drink. I'll relax. You know, I'll enjoy the scenery. I find that's more country living. You have a chance to take a deep breath, and people tend to be a lot more. They want to chat. They want to wave hello. They, you know, it just is a slower pace.
And my kids can happily and safely play outside in Grand Valley.
Yeah, it is very nice. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, next one. Would you rather a wine cellar or a walk-in closet?
Walk-in closet.
Me too.
Yeah. I could do like a little corner wine cellar, like make that up.
I know some people like make these like beautiful glass ones where you can like display all the wine.
Yeah.
But that would just make me want to drink more.
I could see maybe, I could see maybe like a wine cellar / library.
Ooh.
Like where you could have a glass of wine, have some nice music on, go
nice,
those little couch sofa things,
yeah,
those
a vibe.
like chairs that you can sit. But it wouldn't be conducive to like I'd prefer a library more in like having the natural light in.
Yeah.
I don't know if books and wine would do well, like for
Maybe
storage
not. For
wise.
storage wise, yeah.
Humidity.
You need it dark.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Walk-in closet for sure.
walk-in closet.
I love clothes.
Yes, and buyer's walk-in closet.
Yes.
Unless you have one of those high-end luxury homes, you would want both. Walk-in
Yes.
closet,
You'd be
closet
looking for both.
and wine cellar. Yeah.
All right. I think
That's
that's
it?
it. Unless you have one you want to add, or
No.
I think we covered a couple of the
Yes.
fun ones.
Yes. Yeah. So it definitely is. This is like fun to do this and that, and it's definitely up to preference. But if you're making decisions on your home and you are planning to, if it's your forever home, I'm a big advocate of do whatever you want. Like it's your home.
Yep.
Make your own choices and make it your own. But just know that some things add value and some things decrease value.
Yeah. And like, so when I get phone calls about people that are interested in possibly selling their home sometime soon, often they say, should I do this big renovation? No.
Yeah.
Don't do the big renovation.
No, because
not everyone
it may
is going
not
to see
be
value
what
in
they
it,
want.
like you just said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Keep it simple.
Price it accordingly is my opinion. Don't go into a big rent unless you're doing it for you. And you plan to stay there and enjoy it for years. Do not go into a renovation thinking that you're doing it for buyers because here's the dog again. Because they may not have your taste. They might have done something completely different, and then you're asking them to pay for something that maybe isn't their choice.
Right.
They like the house, but they don't like your
They
price
don't see the
point
value
because
in
they don't see the value.
What you've just spent.
Yeah.
$50,000-$75,000.
And going through the chaos of a renovation, no. Just make sure your home is clean, tidy, decluttered.
A fresh coat of paint.
Yep, fresh coat of paint, really deep cleaning, making sure the carpets are deep cleaned, all of that stuff.
Yep.
You will see the value on that. Anything else, I would say don't. Just price it accordingly.
I agree.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.